Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Good to see everybody. Hey, good to see you. Number one in here. Number one. Hey, everyone. Hey, hey, hey to you. Number two, Janet. Janet, you are number two. God bless. Hey, PG in chat. Hey, girl. Love the avatar. I love that avatar. God bless. Let's see who is number three. All right, D, you are number three. Hi, PG in chat. Purple hearts, much love for summer. Hey, girl, I appreciate it. I really do. That's beautiful, Janet. Absolutely beautiful. And Sue, number four. You're number four tonight. Hey, PG, much love. Purple hearts for summer. God bless. Hey, Chris, how you doing, sweetie? How you doing? Sassy Cats, how you doing, girl? Let's see. Miss Justice, 11111. How you doing tonight, sweetie? APG, much love. Hello, hello. Good to see you, sweetie. Prayers. Absolutely. Seeking truth. Good to see you. Gamer, good to see you. Let me get down through here. I got another Chris in here. Good to see you, sweetie. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in here. Dartmouth, good to see you. Sandra. Brandy, good to see you. Stephanie, God bless. Carrie, good to see you, hon. Brat, good to see you in here tonight, girl. God bless. God bless. Jenny, how you doing? Yeah, there's Carrie and Spunky, 77. I'm almost to the bottom. There's Peggy. Teresa, how you doing, sweetie? There's Macy. All right, PG's to the bottom. Peanut, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. God bless. Good to see everybody in here. Suzanne, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. PG sure been getting came at sideways, haven't I? I've been getting come at sideways by these people. I don't know why. I don't know why. You know, I guess people just don't like righteousness, right? They don't like to hear the truth. The truth must hurt. Nobody likes to hear the truth, but that's okay. That's okay, because we're going to keep telling it anyway. Right? We're going to keep telling it. Hey, Jones, how you doing, sweetie? Praying for justice for Summer Moon, Utah Wells. Amen. Absolutely, girl. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Keep those prayers going up. Amen. Listen, spread love. How you doing, sweetie? Um, I know that PG, I'm getting in here a little late tonight, you guys. I'm getting in here a little late tonight. So, absolutely. That's right. We're going to bring the truth, right? We're going to bring that truth. Amen. No matter, people, they, like it or not, I'm going to tell you, like they always say, right? You can please some of the people some of the time, but you can't please all the people all the time, right? You ain't going to ever be able to make everybody happy. You ain't going to ever be able to make everybody, listen or care. We don't have that kind of power. We don't have that kind of power as humans. Be a lot better world if we did, but we don't have that kind of power, right? I mean, that's why there's a heaven and a hell. And, obviously everybody can't be righteous, or they'd be no reason for Hades, right? There would be no reason for Hades. So, That's got to tell us something right there. That there's always going to be bad people, and bad people's always going to be, you know, haters will hate. Haters will hate. Nothing we can do to stop that, right? I mean, we're out here in a community of humans that are supposed to be one, like America. Like America. We all supposed to be standing as one, you know, for our country. We're all supposed to be we're supposed to be for one another because we are the people. We are the people. And we're supposed to, be standing for all the rights, not some rights, but everybody's rights in order to keep everybody from getting a right taken away from themselves. But, you know, um, the reason that everything's crumbling is because it's supposed to. Everything's crumbling because it's supposed to. Revelations, right? Revelations tells us, um, you know, hey, good gravy. I appreciate that. Ding, 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 ding. Super sticker. Oh, yeah. Girl, I appreciate that. I appreciate the support for Summer's channel. God knows we can use it. God bless. I so appreciate it. Yeah, so, you know, we're supposed to work as one. We're supposed to work as one for everybody's rights, do what's righteous for one another, but people don't do that no more, and it's because of Revelations. Revelations tells us, it tells us, read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Revelations. Read the Bible, um, leading up to the end, and you'll understand that there's nothing we can do to change the way the world's going right now. It's going at a rapid pace too, right? It's going at a really rapid pace. Worse now than ever. Worse now than ever. And the Bible says that it'll be like the days of Noah, right? It'll be like the days of Noah. All these people, I mean, how many people got into the boat, right? There was Noah and his wife and their 3 sons and 3 wives. I mean, you had, 8 people out of a whole world of people, out of all the people on the earth. You had 8 left when it was, when God decided to flood it up and be done with it. And, 8 people, think about that. That's how corrupted it got. And it says that this world's going to be like that. And look how corrupted our world is today. People don't think right. People don't think right. It's like, you have to wonder. You have to wonder. It's like, oh my gosh, what's wrong? What's wrong with, their mental capacities, right? What's wrong with the mental capacities in these humans today? How they don't think right at all. And everybody is selfish, self-seeking, self-centered, it's like me. For, you might have a handful of people. There's like a handful of people in this world that are actually givers, right? I like a handful that wants to help and wants to give and wants to be there for other people and do righteous for other people. What I'm saying is there's a handful of people wanting to do good works in the world. But for the majority of folks, they're like, nah, And the reason for that is because, they have been turned against doing good deeds, right? They say, oh, I'm not going to help people. These people out there flying signs, for instance, you see on the street we all see them, no matter where you live across America. You see these people out there on the street, right? help, I need help, God bless, can't work, this and that, one thing and another. They got these signs. The signs say different things. And, you know, and people helped them, right? People felt bad, and they gave these people monies and stuff, and food and drinks, and all, wanted to help them. Well, now people just fly past them. They fly past them. Why? Because there was people that didn't need that help, people that actually didn't need the help, going out there because they heard how much you could make, right? How much you could make in a day. And they didn't need it, but they put on old clothes. They went out there. They flied this sign, or stood out there with the sign, collecting money from all these people. And what happened is somebody followed them and seen them getting into a brand new vehicle, right? A brand new vehicle, leaving after they, spent the day out there collecting all that money. And the person, videoed them and showed them out here in the second world, as you would want to call it, this internet world that we live in. And and people's like, oh no, I'm not going to be took like that. I'm not going to give somebody that's getting in a brand new car and riding off anything. So now people just go by. Even if a person's standing there that truly needs the help, they ain't going to get it. They're not going to get it because of the evil few that didn't need it, that was out there, making self gain from it. And, and then there's a lot of people that says, if you can stand out there on the road asking people for stuff all day long, you could work a job, right? If you're healthy enough to stand out there, in the heat and in the cold for hours at a time, you could stand behind a cash register somewhere. You could work a job. You could bag groceries. You could be collecting carts. You could be making a paycheck. Well, I can't fight that one. I can't fight that. That's true. I can't fight that, you guys. As much as I'd like to, I can't fight it. That's true. If they're healthy enough to run up and down the road, collecting toppings, right? Collecting toppings from everybody, then they're probably healthy enough to work a job. So, what I'm trying to say is, this is the world where people who truly need, can't get the help they need because of so many people, so many people, kind of like taking advantage of good folks. And good folks are tired of being taken advantage of. So, it's a messed up world. And then we have our people grouped up, right? We have all of our people grouped up, in different groups, different beliefs, and they think they're against everybody else. So what they do is they vote to get your rights took away because they don't need them, and then you're voting to get their rights took away because they're voting to get yours took away, and you don't need their stuff. And the next thing there's not going to be any rights left. I don't know what's going on in this world. I just know that You better get your house in order, folks. Get your house in order. The Bible tells us that, Jesus said he gave the people a parable, right? He gave you a parable, and he said that, they were all waiting with their lamps, right? And their lamps were full. They're full of oil. And there was, some that ran out of oil and they went to get more. And while they were gone, well, first they wanted other people to give them some, and they said, no, I can't afford to give no oil. You should have brought enough. And they went to get their oil, and while they were gone, Jesus came, right? He came, and the ones who, was there with their lights burning strong were taken. And the ones that, when they got back, well, it was too late. I think that's the Lord telling us, to keep the Holy Spirit, keep the Holy Spirit burning inside of you. Keep your faith and your love and all your kindness, caring, and everything burning inside of you like a lamp. Keep everything burning inside of you, and don't let no one, kindle it out. Don't let the world kindle it out. Don't let these people, you know, um, don't let these people keep you from doing good. Don't let the ones, the ones that aren't doing it for the right reason cause you not to help the ones that truly need it. Don't let, keep who you are moving forward. And, and don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to none of that might stop you from doing righteous. Because that's what the devil wants. He wants you to have to go get some more oil. He wants you to have, he wants your light to burn out and you have to go get some more oil. And while you're gone, you might get messed. So, hey, Sassy Cats, I'm bringing you up. What's up, Lisa? Hello? Can't hear you.
Okay, now look. PG, not all homeless people are able to work.
Well, if you're not able to work, if you truly are disabled, then then you are entitled to Social Security.
Yeah.
And if you are getting Social Security, then you are entitled. You're entitled to low income homes. You're entitled to, you're entitled to get with other people who are on Social Security and go in and rent a place. Everybody pay a certain amount, and that way you still have money for other things. um there's a lot of ways for people to survive in this world, you know um righteously.
Right.
and
Well,
not
you
only
gave me some pretty good ideas, though.
and not only that, but a lot of homeless people, you know they have a lot of places. I hear a lot of noise in your background.
Yeah, I'm moving over.
I there's a lot of programs like the homeless people. They have places for them to eat 3 meals a day, soup kitchens and all kinds of. They have you know a lot of places for them to lay their heads at night. They can check in, to the
Homeless
shelters
shelters,
and
yeah.
sleep. Um they have places that hand out free clothing, free blankets, free, a lot of free things. And they also give free bus passes. They give out free bicycles for the homeless to have transportation. They give out free backpacks for them to carry all their things in. Um, you know, I have actually had homeless people tell me that it is that they had more being homeless than they did working a job and actually living what we call a normal life the way most people live. They
Right.
said they didn't pay for nothing. That people were given to them all over, and a lot of them live, at a lot of them, get a lot of um, places that they're able to stay at. You know,
Right.
they can get a lot of lodgings and stuff at like a whole lot of different places.
Well, where I'm
So,
at, they offer like when you come in, you sign in of an evening, they give you your bed, and if you want to move to transitional,
right,
you have to sign up every morning until they move you into transitional. Then they move you from transitional into a program where they help you, and then they pay for your first month's rent and deposit and stuff like that. But you have to sign up every morning that first 30 days to get into the transitional to get into the program so they can help you get back up on your feet.
right.
They offer
And,
counseling and stuff like
and
that.
exactly,
Mhm.
and my thing is, a lot of people are homeless because they want to be, not because they have to be, because they want
Right.
to be. You know, I don't understand that,
I don't either
but
because I don't want to be out here, let me tell you. That's why I've got into the transitional housing at the day room, and I'm working on getting into the transitional things so I can get on the program to get into a
right,
house over here too. So
right.
either way,
Well, listen, girl, I wasn't having a live tonight about homeless people. I was just,
right?
I was just making a statement to how evil this world's getting,
Yes, it is.
as far as, the days of Noah. I was just talking about, um, people better beware. They better keep their lamps burning because, make sure they got enough oil to last due to the fact that the Lord's liable to come anytime. People ain't praying no more for good old America to get better, and things to get better. People are praying for God to come now. They're praying for the Lord Jesus Christ to please come and let the rapture happen, Lord. We're tired of this. This
Yes.
world's just way too much for people to handle anymore. You got the streets look like a graveyard and the houses are the tombstones. This
Yep.
world is, people live in fear constantly. They live in fear day and night. They're watching their backs 24/7.
Yep.
It's just a little too much down here for, God's children to be taken any longer. So, that's just how it is, girl. It's how it is. And,
But anyway,
that's
I
the
was
statement I was
listening
trying
to
to
you
make.
talk about the sign flying, and
We
I
watch
just
our
love it.
old people, being abused. We watch our old people getting abused. We watching their children be destroyed. It's a real mess down here. It's a real mess down here.
It sure is.
Every time you turn on, you know, a, every time you turn on a TV set now, what do you hear? All you hear is commercials about different types of um, medications for people's health and all these things, and and all the side effects they can cause, and which is a Debbie Downer, right? That's a Debbie Downer. And then if you ain't hearing these horrible commercials, about about sick people and all kinds of stuff like that, well, then you're listening to, then you're listening to all this other stuff that, how much our country and our world's in demise, you know. And we always, you turn on TV set now and it's people going at other people. All you hear is, um, our police officers are going down, our children are going down, young people are going down. Everybody seems to just be going down. I mean, it's, it's a mess. It's a mess. Where's the good news? Where's the good news? Where are the cereal commercials? Where are the Christmas commercials? Where are the funny, good commercials that everybody wants to see? Where's the pick me up, give me a pep in my step commercials? Where is the pick me up, pep in my step movies at? Where is all the good stuff? You know,
Right.
they have a song that says, "Where have all the flowers gone?"
Yes.
Well, I want to know where, lemonade on the front porch, talking with family and friends and opening the doors and windows went. That's what I want to know. I want to know
Right.
when our country became so unsafe that we have to live in a cemetery. That's what I want to know. And
Right.
talk to each other through a box. It's insane.
It
But
is.
yeah, and it's like so many people have been cut off from the world. Don't feel bad because it feels like everyone has. You
Yeah.
know, the way
Well, I'm
people
gonna
are
hop
locked
down
up
to
and locked
PG
down.
so I can lay down and
All
watch you.
right, girl.
All right.
God bless. All right, you guys. Um, yeah, I didn't. I must have touched a funny bone or something there. Um, my bad, my bad. So anyway, I came in here tonight to talk about what I came in here to talk about is Hunter, Summer Moon, Utah Wells. And, you know, and I'm getting a lot of people coming at me sideways because, I am talking about Summer. I am talking about the truth. And, excuse me, because you ain't going to get nothing here but the truth. You come into this chat, you're getting nothing but the truth. Let it be good or let it be bad. It's going to be the truth because there ain't nothing going to bring this little girl home. And I've said it from day one. Nothing's bringing Summer home but the truth. Nothing's going to get her brother's closure but the truth. Nothing's going to get her laid to rest in order to find peace in this world but the truth if she's no longer with us. Nothing's going to get justice for her against these evil beings but the truth. We need the truth. We want the truth. We love the truth. God is the truth. And we're not going to deal with anything else but the truth here. And I don't care. I personally really don't care who wants to come sideways at PG for telling the truth. I can tell you what you could do with your hating self, right? I have no problem doing that. But I tell you even better, I'll stick you in God's hands and I'll let Him handle you. I'll let Him handle your evil self coming sideways at a channel that is the only channel out here that is truly 150% working for the children and not self gain. That's what I got to say. And I'm going to tell you, anyone and everyone that comes to this channel knows it. Everyone. They know it. They've been to all them other channels. They see the Venmo, the Cash App, the PayPal, Super Chat, Super Stickers too. They all know that nobody tells them if you need it, keep it. Because we don't want it. They don't be saying that because they want it. The only channel you're going to find a donation box in the back. And the only one you're going to find that only has super stickers and super chats. Because all we're seeking is enough to keep Summer's channel moving forward. And the truth being told. That's all we're seeking. And we don't, trust me, this channel don't make enough to do that. It don't make enough to do that. Why? Because all the haters always coming at this channel sideways. And that's okay. That's okay, because I fully understand. I fully understand. It's all right. God put this channel together for Summer. I just happened to be who he picked out of all the people in the world to run it. You know, what can I say? What can I say? Have I questioned it? Yes. Absolutely. I mean, anyone with any kind of common sense is going to say, why me, God? Why me, Lord? Why me? Of course you're going to say that. When all these people are coming at you sideways all the time. Right? When it isn't something you would have ever done. And you know it. When you've been putting up with all of it. For nothing. Because it costed you. It costed you. I'm paying to be out here and be came at sideways. I feel like President Trump. I really do. Now I know how he felt. Now I know how he felt. Right? Only president that ever was president for free because he loved his country. And he wanted a president that's going to be for we the people and for America instead of everyone else. Right? And all he got was people coming at him sideways. So I understand. I understand. I understand Jesus Christ. Right? A man that came here got put on that cross. He got on live because of all the people who couldn't be good enough to keep him off the cross. They all coming at him sideways too. Right? That's what got him up there. Haters. Even Jesus knowed. You can't please everybody. And you can't save them. And you can't make them see the truth. Right? Just the way it is, folks. And I'm sure he was awful hurt. Because, because he had to do what he done to save all these people. The very ones that put him up there. It's sad. That's sad. But hey, it's, it is what it is. It is what it is. You're going to deal with haters every day. Every day. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm just going to let it out here. There's a lot of people hollering, about how right now they're trying to come hard at PG's channel. I'm going to tell you what, I put that in the hands of God Almighty. I put that in the hands of God Almighty. I've always said, when God don't, when God don't want me here no more, I won't be here. So, I'll just count it as God didn't want me being here any longer, and I shall move on. Trust and believe that. But while I am here, I'm going to do and I'm going to say what I please. And ain't nobody going to threaten me back into a corner. Ain't happening. These children need to be found, and someone needs to have the backside to stand up for them and to come out here and tell the truth and nothing but the truth. And stop letting a bunch of BS go around that isn't going to help them at all, but hinder them. I'm not into that. I'm not into that lying and making up stuff for click, likes, and views. I'm into hardcore facts, real information. I'm into what is law enforcement overlooking. Can we find something that might be able to help them, to help these children be brought home, found, and justice getting served? That's what I'm into. Nothing more, nothing less, you guys. And I'm going to tell you, I found a lot of information, and I'm about to share it with you.
She pulls up that morning.
Had to have been like around 11, right?
Okay.
Or 10 or...
No, just from your memory, not from Mom's memory.
I think it was at least 10 because I was up all night.
And it could be wrong too, right? Okay, so let's just kind of put that right there, okay? Because like you said, you're not good with times right now.
Yeah,
okay.
I really just don't pay attention to time.
Straight up. Okay, so then what happened?
And then, like I said, I dapped up, we went inside.
And could my mods please, this is, this is the good work from Chris McDonough. This is the good work from Chris, and I want to give him a shout out. I want to give Chris a shout out for the good work that he had done for Summer Moon Utah Wells at the beginning, 3 years back, the beginning of her case. He really was trying to get the answers for Summer as well. And, and he did. He did in so many ways, a lot of ways I don't think he even realizes that he got answers for her. Because down the road, the information he got continues to bring truth to the table. It continues to bring truth to the table. So if my mods could please put out his channel. If you ain't subscribed to Chris, please do. Please do.
I talked about it. And then she said, you want to go fishing summer? I said, do you care if I come with? Because it's summer. And I treated her like a little sister.
Right.
And she said, you got to ask Allie.
Okay.
Well, she calls her Candy or Candace. And then she calls her Allie or Allison.
Okay, so she asked you, do you want to go fishing?
No, I asked if I could come with because Summer was going.
Got it. And
Now, I want you guys to remember this tonight because I'm bringing out some stuff tomorrow night. So please put it to memory. What you're hearing tonight, please put it to memory. Now, you heard him say, no, I asked Candace to go because Summer was going. I asked Candace if I could go. Not Candace asked me. I asked Candace. Let us remember this because it's going to be important.
she says, ask your mom.
Yes.
And what did you do?
I went to ask her. She said that's fine because there's no problem with going fishing for a little bit and come back.
Sure. And what was, when you first saw Summer that day, what was your impression?
It's just how it usually is. Just like Yeah, she's over here. I mean, I don't know.
What draws you to Summer, and what draws her to you?
I mean, I think it's because I show her a lot of attention.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
not weird attention, but I show her attention.
No, I get it. Miss Robin shows her a lot of.
Now remember, he says, not weird attention. Not, I show her attention, not like weird attention. Why would he say that? Why would he feel a need to say that? He's a 15-year-old kid. Why would he feel a need to say, hey, not weird attention? Where did that come from? Think about that.
Attention too in church.
Yeah, like, I'll sit there and she'd be like, give me a piggyback ride. I'll give her a piggyback ride.
Like an older brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that kind of an older brother sister kind of vibe going here?
Yeah, that's what it was, because her brothers just always used to pick on her, so I just show her how a real brother should act.
Okay.
Even though I'm not saying I'm the best brother here, you guys damn.
You should talk to my brother, man. It'd be messed up.
But it was like I was her older brother. Like, they treated us like family and we treated them like family.
Okay.
At one point in time, until one mess that happened with them that just split us apart, and then she came.
You hear him? We were like, they treated us like family. We treated it until one mishap. He said until one mishap between her and them. He said them. He said between her, as in his mother, and them, meaning Grandis and Candace, right? Meaning Grandis and between them, right? One mishap, he says, and it messed it all up, right? One mishap. Like he wasn't in agreements. He wasn't in agreements with his mother, right? This boy's not in agreements with his mother. One mishap. Like it should have been overlooked on Allie's part. Well, you know what? No, it shouldn't have. No, it shouldn't have. Because Grandis and Candace were coming on to someone Allie was supposed to be with. Instead of having respect for Allie, they had no respect at all. They disrespected her. I mean, why would she want to be friends with someone that she has to worry about bringing her man around? If you can't take your man around somebody, you shouldn't be being friends with them, right? If you can't trust them enough to have your man around them, you shouldn't have anything to do with them. But he looks at that as, it was a mishap, right? A little, my mom should have been overlooking this. You could tell whose side Hunter was on, right? And it wasn't his mother's. It wasn't his mother's.
And that day.
Okay. So she's here, Summer's here, Candace is here. You get permission to go fishing because Summer's going fishing. And you were kind of acting like a big brother, and you thought it'd be cool to go with her.
Yeah.
Do I have that accurate?
That's pretty accurate.
Okay, not bad.
Now you heard him. He said, going fishing. And Chris M says, do I have this accurate? You're going fishing. He said, yes. Yeah. No. Let's listen some more.
For an old man.
And I mean, I wanted to get out the house anyways.
Sure.
I ain't even gonna put it to her. I just wanted to get out the house.
Oh, now he tells the truth. It wasn't because of Summer. It wasn't because he's a big brother to Summer. It's because he just wants to get out of the house. He wants to get out and go hanging with Candace. Not Summer, with Candace. But he was using Summer. You heard him. All the way up until he finally admitted the truth. He's using this little girl about how much he cares about her and how much, he's using her. He's using Summer. I wanted to go because of Summer. And making himself seem like he really cares about this little girl. He wanted to, instill in Chris that he is really a good person when it comes to Summer. But then he tells the truth, right? Then he tells the truth. It ain't got nothing to do with this kid. I just want to get out of the damn house. I just wanted to go run around. That's what it was. He tells the truth. It has nothing to do with Summer. But he's trying, he's trying to, pull the wool over Chris's eyes. He's trying to, suck Chris in and make Chris feel that, he's a really good guy when it comes to Summer. Right? Bullshit.
Okay. And so what happened then?
And then her grandmother calls her and says to come pick her up when we're sitting right there.
Oh, interesting. So where are you sitting in the car?
At first, I was sitting on the front seat.
Okay.
Like,
which way's the car pointing?
Like
do you
your
remember?
truck right now?
Just like my truck?
Yes.
Okay.
It was dead serious like that, but with like an overhead to the bed.
Okay.
Bed part.
Okay.
And we moved a box to the back.
Okay.
And then we moved the box to the very back, the first one where the overhead to the bed is. And then we put another one back behind, like that passenger seat right there.
Okay. Okay. And where's Summer?
Summer, she is on the driver.
So take to memory. Take to memory. There was a lot of boxes in Grandma's car, wasn't there? A lot of boxes. He's moving boxes to the back of the seat. He's moving boxes to the trunk. Boxes, 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 you guys. And what did Cotton tell his, some people was in a box? We know what Cotton said was in the box. We all know what Cotton said was in a box. And Hunter's letting you know there was plenty of boxes in that freaking vehicle, right? They were moving them all over the place. Plenty of boxes, you guys. Remember that also.
Side in the back seat.
Okay. Was there any milk or anything like that in the car at that time?
Not until we got the price list, which was like I think it was a few hours later.
Okay, got it. Okay. Was there any other stuff in the car?
Nah, there was just boxes and like TVs in the back and everything.
How was Summer acting about going fishing?
Well, she gets excited because she likes to fish and swim. She's a little kid. She's energetic.
Okay. And how
Now I want you to remember he said fish and swim. She gets excited because she likes to fish and swim. He's bringing the swimming into it now. This is the part I want you guys to hear.
she dressed, do you remember? When you first saw her?
When we first saw her, I think it was a pink little tank top or purple.
Okay.
And I don't really do good with like something that happened like 3 weeks ago, a month ago.
No, that's cool. It's
I
cool.
can't remember having it yesterday.
It's cool. Should see me drive.
But when we left, I think she had shorts on at first.
Okay.
Yeah, because she had shorts on because her mom put her bathing suit on her.
Okay.
And
where did she put her bathing suit on her? Do you know?
Inside.
In the house.
Yes.
So she changed her in the house.
Yeah.
Did she take the clothes with her?
Yeah.
Miss Allison, do you know?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember.
She was dead asleep in the bathroom.
That's fine. That's fine. So she changes her clothes here, and she takes her clothes with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
Now, he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember what Summer's wearing, right? Pink, purple, maybe purple top, pair of shorts. She got changed here. Oh, yeah. Candace took her clothes with her. I remember taking the clothes with her. Now, let's remember that he says that she's got a pink or purple top on. Probably purple. And a pair of shorts. Right? And she's getting put into a bathing suit now. She's getting put into a bathing suit. To go where? To go where, you guys? She's being put in a bathing suit to go where? Where is she? What is she getting? What are you going to do in a bathing suit? You're not going to go fishing in a bathing suit. You're not going to go fishing in a bathing suit. You're going to go swimming in a bathing suit. Now, Grandis hasn't even called to be picked up yet. Grandis was not calling in to be picked up yet. And Summer is being put into a bathing suit. They're supposed to be going fishing. If they're going fishing, wouldn't she be left in her little shirt and her little shorts? Because she's not going to be in the water, right? There's no reason to put her in a bathing suit if they planned on going fishing. And this is before Grandis is even supposed to make the phone call into him to pick Grandis up. So he's lying. He is lying. The plan was to always be going swimming. It was always supposed to be. No, he woke Allison up and asked if he could go fishing. And he tells Chris that Allison said, yeah, there's no problem, go fishing and come back. It's fishing. Did you see how this story changed? Do you see there wasn't no fishing going to go on, you guys. No fishing was ever going. Listen to what this boy is saying. You know, we hear him, but to actually listen is two different things, right? To hear somebody talking and to actually listen to someone talking is two different things. You got to learn to listen. When someone's talking to you, you better open your mind and listen to them. Open your ears and really hear what this person's saying. You know, we are so busy in our world today, right? We're so busy in our own freaking worlds and all the things we got to do that we do not listen anymore. We hear people talking, but we don't listen. That's why we're not learning anything, right? That's why we're not solving anything. That is exactly why, you know, a lot of bad stuff happens to us because we don't learn how to listen. We're hearing it. We should have known. Well, we would have known if we'd have listened, right? If we'd have listened, we would have known. You know, have you ever kicked yourself in the backside because you wished you would have listened? Right? You wish you would have listened because it would have saved you a lot of problems if you would have learned to listen. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been in that situation. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I know for a fact I kicked myself in the backside many times for not listening. I was hearing all that shit, but I was too damn busy to listen. We all, every last one of us, have been through it. Every last one of us know exactly what I'm talking about. There was no plans of fishing. Oh, you're going to stand up there with a bathing suit on fishing? I don't think so. I mean, it was either going to be fishing or swimming. They planned to go fishing, he said. He told Chris M that he asked his mother to go fishing, not swimming, fishing. But yet Candace comes in, says, I need to go to your bathroom, put Summer into a bathing suit before Grandis even called. Now listen to him go on and tell some more lies.
But then, when she got changed from swimming, they had bought her an outfit to put on because they...
Did you hear that?
Her clothes here, and she takes her clothes with her.
Yeah.
Okay, then what happened?
But then, when she got changed from swimming, they had bought her an outfit to put on because they were supposed to go to...
Now, he knows. Listen to this, you guys. he knows that the outfit she was wearing when she came in the house and got changed into the bathing suit was not the same outfit she got put into after swimming. Now, listen, did you hear him say they had bought her a new outfit? He said the outfit, they bought her a new outfit, the one that they put on her after swimming. After swimming, he talked about the school clothes outfit, the outfit Candace had for her first day of school. He said they had gotten her a new outfit that they put on after swimming. Did you hear that? So he knew it was not the same outfit, but he don't remember what she's wearing, but he knows that it wasn't that new outfit that she got put into after swimming, right? It wasn't the one she was wearing in the house when she got changed into the bathing suit. It was a new outfit, he says, that they put on her after swimming. He talks about the new outfit, but yet he can't remember what she was wearing that day. Bullshit. Bullshit. And he brings up that new outfit too. Don't you find that funny? We're going to keep moving. Does anybody need me to go back and let you hear that again? Does anyone need me to go back and let you hear that again? If you do, put a 1 in the chat. If you didn't get it the first time, and I understand some people don't, I called it out. If you feel you need me to go back and let you hear this about the new outfit, we can do that. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it, you all. We're going to back it up here and go forward again.
Yeah.
Miss Allison, do you know?
No,
Okay.
I don't remember.
She was dead asleep in the bathroom.
That's fine. That's fine. So she changes her clothes here, and she takes her clothes with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happened?
But then, when she got changed from swimming, they had bought her an outfit to put on because they were supposed to go to Jonesboro, I think. Yeah, Jonesboro for this big park, like water park.
Okay. So that was the initial thought?
I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
So what did you think was going to happen?
I thought we was just all gonna go fishing, swimming.
And then in the truck she changes the plan?
Nah, she changes it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Say it again?
She changed it to swimming because she grabbed her mother. No, Hunter, she didn't change it to swimming because she grabbed her mother, because as soon as she arrived at your house, you said she needed to go to the bathroom, and that's where she changed Summer into a bathing suit. So it wasn't ever any damn fishing. It wasn't ever any fishing. And you know that Summer got a new outfit put on her after that swimming as well. And it wasn't the outfit she walked in your house wearing. So you know what this child was, you was fully aware of all the clothing. You was fully aware of all these clothing. Absolutely. I'm telling you guys, there was no fishing. You heard it out of you heard it out of his own mouth. It was always. And Candace said that she pulled the new outfit out, the school outfit out, and put on Summer because she had been swimming. She got all wet. She'd been swimming, and she got it out and just put it on her, a dry outfit, because, Summer gets cold and stuff. And so she just got to school. She had it in the back of Grandma's vehicle, hadn't got the clothes out yet that they had gotten at a yard sale. And she, Candace didn't say, oh, I was changing her because we were going to go to Jonesboro and go to a water park. No, Candace didn't say that. Candace said nothing about going to Jonesboro. That's where Don Wells was working. That's where Don Wells was working at, is over in Jonesboro. They wasn't going to no Jonesboro after Grandma gets a big shot in the freaking knee. Can't even get out of the truck to go down by the fishing hole. Grandma was in no shape to be going to no water park. Right? They had no intentions of going to no water park that day. They're at a freaking emergency room. They're at Walgreens getting prescriptions. Right? They have no intentions of going to no damn water park. They didn't pull an outfit out because of a water park. I'm telling you, this boy sit there and lied. This boy has been schooled. He was being schooled on what to say. And he was screwing up miserably, if you ask me. There was going to be no damn fishing because she was getting in a bathing suit as soon as she walked into his house before Grandma ever called. So it wasn't changed because Grandma called. They had no intentions of ever going to do no fishing. And they certainly had no intentions of going to no water park with Grandma in a hospital, emergency room, not knowing when she's going to get out and needing to get prescriptions. They wasn't going to no water park. And they weren't going to no water park with the three boys being at home alone, right? If they was going to a water park, they'd had the boys with them. They'd had all the kids. And they'd have been running by the emergency room just to make sure Grandma's knee's okay to go on to the water park. Right? They wouldn't have been doing what they was doing if they was going to a water park. That's just bullshit. It's all bullshit. This boy was schooled. He was schooled by who? By the evil beings around him. Candace Wells. Right? Matter of fact, Candace shows up at his house twice. Once with Granny, and then comes back again alone. Right? She's schooling this boy. Well, it ain't the only time she schooled him. Sounds like she's been schooling that boy for a long time. Along with a lot of other evil humans, right? This kid definitely has been schooled. Only not in the right way.
She changed it to swimming because she grabbed her mother.
Oh, okay. So she...
Bullshit. The kid was already put into a bathing suit. Hunter, you told us that. Which means swimming. There was no fishing. There was none.
So from here, where do you guys go?
From here, we go to the hospital.
Okay.
Pick up her mother.
Pick up Grandma.
Not even like 10 minutes later,
okay.
We go to Walgreens.
Is that near the hospital?
No, it's on Fort Henry Drive.
Okay, so it's the Walgreens by the Warrior Park?
Yeah.
That one as you come out and it's right there?
Yes.
Okay.
So they said 35 minutes.
Okay.
So that could have all took 35 minutes or more.
Okay. And then what happened when did somebody go into the store or did you go through drive-through again?
Drive-through again.
And where are you sitting at this point?
I was sitting in the middle because she was the person that was wet and so.
I thought Candace changed her into a new outfit. Listen to this. Listen to what we're hearing. He says, they changed her into a new outfit, but he says that Summer's the one that was wet. That he was sitting in the middle because Summer's sitting on a pillow because she's the one that was wet. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? She wasn't supposed to be wet. She is leaning behind she is sitting by the driver's side door, supposedly on the driver's side door on a pillow wet. Well, I thought she was dried. I thought they dried her, right? And put on a new outfit after she'd been swimming. Did you hear him say she was wet? Let's listen again, you guys.
35 minutes.
Okay.
So we could have been, that could have all took 35 minutes or more.
Okay. And then what happened when you, did somebody go into the store or did you go through drive-through again?
Drive-through again.
And where are you sitting at this point?
The same, well, I was sitting in the middle because she was the person that was wet, and so she had a pillow under her.
Got it.
Oh, Summer was wet. They're at Walgreens. They leave the swim hole. They're at Walgreens, and Summer's on the pillow, wet. She wasn't putting a new outfit, you guys. She wasn't. She wasn't dried, all prettied up. She wasn't dried up and you know, Candace didn't dry her up and put her into no new outfit. That's a lie. That's a lie. He said she's the one that was sitting over there wet. There you go. There you go.
So she's sitting on a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
The baby is.
Yeah.
Summer. Okay, where's that pillow now? Do you know?
The pillow now?
Yeah, the pillow.
I don't even know. I haven't been up to their house in like over a year.
Okay.
I haven't been up to their house in over a year, Hunter. I'm going to tell you something. Look at the guy behind Summer right there, Hunter. That's you. That's you. And look at how little Summer's hair has grown out on the milk jugs, Mr. Hunter. Honey, let me tell you something. Her hair be a lot longer than that in a year if you hadn't been up there in a year. Her hair wasn't even cut off until April. Until the beginning of April. So let's talk about it, Mr. Hunter. You had to been up there in at the beginning of April because she had her hair cut around that time. So, and you're right there behind her with this, with her head shaved to the scalp. Her hair is shaved as slick as an apple, and you are standing behind her. So let's count April, May, June, the 15th. Mr. Hunter. Why are you lying? Why are you lying? Why are you always lying? You were up there. Your families were not fighting. That little mishap did not stop you guys from hanging out with the Wells. You were on their property this particular day, standing behind this little girl after she's had her hair completely cut off. That's you with the same pants on as you have on right there behind her in the picture. And there she is on the milk jugs. And you lied about being up there a year? No. No. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying about everything.
Honest with you.
No, that's cool. So from there, where do you guys go?
From there, we go to Sonic.
Where?
Sonic.
Sonic? And what did you get at Sonic?
Slushies. Like a blueberry slushie.
Okay.
She got some purple one. Her mother got an orange one, and Summer got the same blueberry one.
So they bought a slushie at Sonic.
The one down, not by your Walmart, but the other one.
Okay. So now where's that Sonic at?
Fort Henry Drive.
Okay, got it.
Before Walmart.
Okay, so from there, did they eat them there? Did you guys eat them there?
No, we ate them on the way to Priceless.
After Walmart.
Okay, so you eat the slushes all the way to, what's it called?
Priceless.
Priceless.
They eat the slushies, and Summer gets blueberry. Blueberry, he says. Summer gets blueberry. And they eat these slushies. She gets the same blueberry. And they eat the slushies all the way to Sonic or to Priceless store, right? From Sonic's to Priceless. And him and Summers left in the car with blueberry slushies. Well, I'm going to tell you, does it look like Summer had a blueberry slushie? Because I'm going to tell you something about blueberry slushie. Blueberry slushie is going to turn your around your mouth and your whole lips blue and your tongue blue. And a 5-year-old child with a blueberry slushie, and you're going to have a lot of trouble getting that blueberry all away from its lips and around its mouth. Have you, as a parent, ever in your life tried to get slushy off your child's mouth? Have you ever? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I have tried to get slushy off my child's mouth, right? Absolutely. You know, you stop at it. You stop at the convenience store. They got a big slushy machine. The kids want slushies. You're on your way, maybe to church, or you're on your way to visit up with some relatives for dinner, and you turn around and your kid in the back seat. Oh my goodness. Right? They look like they're wearing freaking lipstick. And you're like, ooh, this could be embarrassing. So what do? You take your water bottle, you put some on a tissue, you try to rub it off, it ain't coming off, right? It ain't coming off, folks. I mean, like, forget it. Unless you got soap and water, it's not coming off. It's not going to happen for you. And you're not going to use soap and water on your kid's mouth because you don't want your kid having, some issues from the soap being around its mouth. So you have to let slushy kind of wear off, right? You got to let it wear off the mouth. Yes, we do. Because that's how it works. They have to drink other stuff. They have to take their little bath and shower. And it does disappear. It does disappear. But it ain't going to disappear for a while. And this child has no blueberry slushy anywhere at all, Hunter. No signs of blueberry slushy on Summer. Not on her hands, not on her face, not on her clothing. Oh, but yeah, let's remember, she was in a wet bathing suit, sitting on a pillow by the driver's door. Wet. First you tell us that, they put on a new outfit after the swimming. And then you tell us, oh, she's over by that door on a pillow, dripping wet. So where the hell did you guys truly change her up into that outfit? Where did she really get changed up into that outfit, Hunter? Where did you guys pull over? Or was that at your house? Did Candace take this baby in that house? Her and Grandis? And you guys helped them get her into this outfit? Because the cameras weren't working on your street that day. We already know that. They done sent letters around letting everyone know the cameras were out of order. So keep an eye on your children because the security cameras was out of order. Was it inside your home that she got changed up? Where did this baby get changed up? Because now we know that it sure to hell was not at the swimming hole after swimming.
Okay, where's that at?
Ask her. I really don't do good with like.
Do you know where that's at, Miss? Okay.
It's the one that she goes to by the liquor store.
Okay.
It's down.
It's down before you hit her road.
It's like almost across from J&J Auto.
Okay. And then
No, that's one. That's
who goes into the store?
Her and her mother again.
Okay, so Candace and her mom go in the store again. And that left you and Summer in the car.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing?
Just still watching TikToks, listening to music. I mean, just sitting there watching TikToks mainly.
Is she lethargic? Do you notice anything unusual about her?
I didn't know. I just seen that her hair was cut. That was it.
Yeah, but
I just seen that her hair was cut. Hunter, that's you behind her with a shaved, complete shaved head. That is you. Why are you lying? What happened to Summer, June the 15th, 2021, Hunter? What happened to this baby? What happened to her? For God's sake, tell the truth. Tell the truth for this 5-year-old little girl. Tell the truth for this baby. How in God's name can you not tell the truth for this little girl who was done so bad? A little girl who trusted you guys. A little girl who truly loved you guys. How in God's name can you not tell the truth for her? I don't know. I'm going to tell you, there is a heaven to gain and a hell to shun. And I sure would be wanting to shun Hades. I sure would be wanting to do what's right in the eyes of God Almighty. If you ain't ever done nothing right in your life, please do what's right for her and tell the truth. How could you even associate yourself with such evil human beings as Dawn and Candace Wells? How in God's name? I don't even know. I don't even know. And then lie. Lie to law enforcement, lie to Mr. Chris. Just lied. You just lied. You said she was sitting there wet against that door on a pillow. What she was doing, Hunter, was laying against that door. She was laying against that door, wasn't she? You guys put her over against that door because you were going through the drive-thrus, you were going through Sonics. You were in the middle because Summer, in my opinion, was no longer with us. She wasn't no longer with us. And she was dripping wet, being hid by that door. And they stopped at that store to get cold milk that you were holding until they could get somewhere to dry her up, redress her, and put her on that milk.
when did you notice that, right?
That was like when we first saw her.
Right, when you first, right. I mean, but at that moment, are you noticing anything unusual going down?
Not really.
Okay, when you say not really, what does that mean?
Like, not in general, no.
And then what happens from there?
From there, I think they was in the store for an hour, maybe?
Okay, they were in the store for a long time?
Yeah, a little bit long, but not that long.
And what did they get?
So they got groceries for the house. I don't know what all they got. All I seen was what was beside of us, the milks.
Okay, the time she pulls up.
All I seen was the milks. And I believe that's all they got to lay Summer on. She was not, you heard him say she was dripping wet on a pillow against the door. He was in the middle. Summer wasn't in the middle. He was. So there you go, you guys. There you go. You know, that's why you always have to go back. You have to continue to go, because you can't see the forest for the trees, you guys. So much going on in this case. We're hearing, but we're not listening. And that's why we got to keep going back and listen and listen and listen in order to catch the truth. The truth is there. If we want it, it's there. It just takes us time to find it. It takes us time to find it. And we found it, right? We found some today. We found it today, you guys. We found it. Whatever happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells was premeditated, pre-planned, and carried out, in my opinion. Whatever happened to her was pre-planned because Don Wells changed up his routine. If it was an accident, Don would have been driving the white truck and Dudley wouldn't have been fired to blame it on. Don Wells started driving the other vehicle. He fired his co-worker because he knew on the 15th Summer was going to come up missing and he needed someone to blame it on. And by God, he did. By God, he did. He blamed Dudley ASAP. First one he told the cops about was Dudley. He said, Mr. Law Enforcement, I know who did this. My coworker who I fired yesterday, who was real mad at me, and I know this guy did this to my daughter to get even. That was his plan when he fired Dudley. So that shows that they already knew Summer was not going to be in this world come June 15th, 2021. They already showed that they was going to report her missing and already had someone they was blaming it on. It was premeditated, which is against the law. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I was checking to see if I could find the video where Allison was talking to Mr. Chris. And Allison was telling Mr. Chris that she believed that it was a good possibility that Summer was no longer alive on those milk jugs. And Mr. Chris said, here it is. I'm going to pop it up for you guys.
For you that day. Walk me through what you remember.
I remember her showing up that morning
And what time was that?
about 10, between 10 and 10:30.
All right.
She asked if Hunter could go fishing with her in Summer because her mother was in the emergency room because of her knee.
Now, to go fishing, I remember her asking if Hunter could go fishing, right? I remember her asking if Hunter could go fishing because her mother was in the hospital with her knee. Let's hear this again.
What you remember.
I remember her showing up that morning
And what time was that?
about 10, between 10 and 10:30.
All right.
She asked if Hunter could go fishing with her in Summer because her mother was in the emergency room because of her knee.
Okay.
Because I guess a couple weeks back, I took her a trip to Gatlinburg and the boys were kicking the grandmother in the knee.
Oh my.
She
No.
didn't have the boys with them.
Now, she says that Candace was wanting Hunter to go fishing. No. Hunter said that he was pushing a ticket to go fishing, not Candace. Right? We're hearing two different stories here.
That day.
She didn't have any of the boys.
So it was just Summer and Candace and Grandma.
Yep.
Was Grandma in the truck as well, or in the vehicle?
Not when they first picked Hunter up, no.
Okay. So she comes over.
Not when they first picked Hunter up, no. How do you know, Allie? Right? Allie doesn't know because Allie's supposedly in the bathroom, passed out, asleep. She doesn't see Candace. She doesn't see Summer, right? She doesn't see any of these people. She don't know. She don't know who's in the truck, who ain't in the truck. She don't know. And, but she says, as if she's seen it. And she knew for a fact Grandis was not in the truck. You can't, if I don't see somebody, I wouldn't answer it like that. If somebody pulled up in front of my house and I'm in the bathroom and my child comes and says, Mom, can I go with someone? So-and-so's here. And, well, I would say no. Not until not until I'm out of the restroom. You just hold on, right? I'll try to stream this a little faster because you ain't going nowhere without me seeing who you're leaving with, right? Because if something happens and I get questioned, I'm not going to say I let my kid just go out the door without me watching it, right? But if I was the type of mother to say, sure, go on, and then something went down and I'm being questioned, I would say, look, I was in the bathroom and I don't know who the hell was in the car. I mean, to my understandings from what I'm told, it was just, a child and the mother. But I don't know. I don't know. Because I didn't see it, right? But she's talking as if she visually was seeing this and knew everything. So I don't know. That's kind of suspicious.
The hospital.
Okay, so she comes over. What vehicle is she driving?
She was driving her mom's Silverado.
Okay, that's what I remember you saying. That's why I said truck. Okay, so she pulls up, and does she stop where? Right about,
Here.
right out front.
Between the pole and my mailbox
Okay,
to pick Hunter up.
all right.
Came in, she goes, "Can Hunter go fishing with me for a little while?" I said, "Sure."
Did she text you before?
No, she just
She
showed
just
up.
showed up.
Yep.
How did that strike you?
And Allie knows exactly between the pole and my mailbox. How do you know she was right there between? I mean, she might have not have been between the pole and the mailbox. She might have been up from that. She might have been back from that. How do you know? How do you know? You didn't see it. It sounded like Allie did see it, if you ask me.
She was always trying to show up and talk to me. She was the first, when me and her stopped talking, she was stopping by my mom's. Talking to the kids, talking to my mom, unexpectedly, And, I didn't think anything of it at that time. I'm like, okay, yeah, Hunter can go fishing. He loves Summer to death. That's like his little sister.
They're buds.
Yep.
Now I'm going to tell you something. Did you hear her say that Candace was stopping by her mother's when her and Candace had the out over Jose? Did you hear Allie say that Candace now was stopping by her mother's, who didn't want nothing to do with Candace and wasn't wanting Allie to have anything to do with Candace, right? Allie's mother was done with Candace long before Allie got done with Candace. So why is Candace dropping by Allie's mother's house? I'm going to tell you, Candace wasn't interested in Allie's mother, and she wasn't interested in Allie. Candace was interested in those children. She was interested in those children that these people had.
She's like a daughter to me. And, I didn't hear from him for a while. She dropped Hunter off between 2 and 2:30, right where your truck is.
Okay.
But her front end was facing the telephone pole.
So she's going this direction.
Yes.
Okay.
When she dropped Hunter off, it was her mom, Hunter, and Summer. And Summer was leaning against 2 gallons of milk.
Okay.
I said, "Oh, look at her." I asked her how Summer was, and she was sleeping.
What side of the back seat was she at? Do you remember?
Hunter was on the driver's side, and Summer was right there next, right there in the middle.
Okay, so it made sense if she's pulling this way that.
Hunter was on the driver's side, and Summer was right there in the middle. Right there in the middle. And then somewhere between Priceless and Allie's house, if Allie's telling the truth, which I don't think she is, but somewhere between Priceless and Allie's house, Summer got all dried up and changed into a new outfit because she was soaking wet against the back driver's door, all the way to Priceless, right? And that came out of Hunter's mouth himself. She's dripping wet on a pillow. Wet. Behind the driver's side door while he's all in the middle. Right? There you go. They're lying. They're lying, you guys.
Hunter's going to get out
Yes.
on this side. Okay, it makes sense. Okay. And so she's on the other side or in the middle.
She's in the middle.
Okay.
Like-
Against the milk. Gallons of milk.
Yep, against the 2 gallons of milk.
Okay.
And I said, "Oh, look at her." I said, "Isn't she hot?" I said, "I wish I could wake her up and, give her a hug." "No, you can't."
When the windows
And the window.
Let me wake her up, give her a hug. No, you can't. No, you ain't going to be waking her up. Give her no hugs. I don't think she could have woke up.
Those were up.
What did Hunter say? Because he was sitting next to her.
Hunter said she was alive,
Okay.
that they were watching TikTok videos.
Oh, interesting.
Wait a minute, when they went into the store,
Yep,
they were...
because Hunter has the timeline of where they went and what they did. And they had stopped at the store before they dropped Hunter off. That's where the 2 gallons of milk came from,
Okay.
and the groceries.
Okay. Summer's on the other side with the milk. Hunter gets out. You ask Hunter, or you talk to Candace about wanting to talk to Summer.
Yep.
What happens?
She said no, I wasn't allowed to wake her up.
Okay. So she's sleeping?
To me, she appeared sleeping.
Okay. Did it look like to you she was sleeping?
At the time, yes.
Okay.
But now that I look back on it, I really don't know.
Okay.
Oh, now that I look back on it, I really don't know. I really don't know. Right? I really don't know. I think Allie knew. I think Allie knew. But watch Allie change her story now. Watch Chris reminds her, your son was in that vehicle. And when Chris reminds her that her son was in that vehicle, oh, her tune changes. Her tune changes real quick about, I really don't know. Right? It changes real quick.
Fair enough.
And it just kills me. Because, you know, now that I look back on it, it's like, was she really alive? Was she sleeping?
What's your gut as a mom? I mean, with Hunter coming in and
Now he reminds her, he reminds her of Hunter. He reminds her that her son is a part of this, right? A part of this. Now watch how she changes it up now. You know, she's thinking, oh, Summer, you know, I don't know. Candace not want me to wake her up or give her a hug. She probably wasn't, she must have not, she didn't let me wake her up because she couldn't wake up. She didn't let me give her, I think she, I'm pretty sure, I'm thinking she wasn't alive on those milk jugs because Candace was, ready to get, and like old grandma, right? Allie's mother, or not mother, but old Bun lady. I don't mean to, she's a nice woman. But they call her old Bun. What do they call her? They call her something Bun. Anyway, I'm not trying to be mean or anything. I just hear people calling her old Bun. But it's Allie's grandmother. She said, they got out of there real fast. They had to go. It seemed like they was, the car was moving when they was, letting Hunter jump out of it. Remember that? Remember old Bun? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember old Bun talking about how lickety split Candace was getting the hell out of there when dropping Summer or Hunter off. Because old Bun said they was getting Grand Bun. There you go. I appreciate that, Lucy. I appreciate that. Grand Bun. That's what they call her, Grand Bun. But Grand Bun was the one talking about how, how fast they were getting away. And, so Allie, I think she knows these people well enough. But, as soon as Chris, I wish he wouldn't have mentioned Hunter, right? I wish he wouldn't have, but he might have did that. He's law enforcement. He may have did that to see her reaction, because he's taken her from, Summer not being with us on the milk jugs to but your boy was there to see her reaction. That might have been what he was, what he was trying to accomplish. I don't know, because we all work in different ways, right? We all work it in different ways when we're questioning people. So, I don't know what he was seeking at the time he was, I don't know what his strategy was, is what I'm saying. Everybody has different strategies and, to get answers. So, he might have got exactly what he was going for, you know, but she did change as soon as Hunter's, mentioned up in this.
Saying, Mom, we were watching TikTok videos. I mean, for her to hurt her between the TikTok video stop and home here with Hunter in the car, that would have been kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I believe she was alive here.
Okay.
Oh, now you believe she was alive here. Oh, I believe she's alive now that that you're bringing my boy into this. Right? I believe she was alive. I'm telling you. Well, see, Chris knew if he didn't put that video out, he wouldn't have got to talk. The only reason Candace or Donald talked to Chris is because Allie and Hunter did. That's what I'm saying. I mean, he wouldn't have got no interviews had he not put this out first. Chris is smart. He knew he needed this video to wind the other, Candace and Don in. And that was a very intelligent, move, if you ask me. Chris knows how to play it. He knows how to play it, you guys. Absolutely.
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, where would you put her being alive?
10.
And what did...
Oh, since you mentioned my boy, it's going to be a 10. A minute ago, it was a 0. A minute ago, it was a 0 on those milk jugs. She wasn't with us at all. But now it's going to be a 10 at you mentioned my boy, right? Right? That's the truth. That's the truth.
Where would Hunter put her?
At a 10.
Okay.
Because he sat here and...
Of course, he's going to put her at a 10. He don't want to go to prison, right? He doesn't want to go to prison. Exactly.
He said where exactly what they were doing. She was giggling, watching TikToks and everything, and he said she fell asleep because she was tired. And that was right before they pulled up. So.
And then what happened?
They left here around 2:30.
How long were they here?
Well, 5-10 minutes.
Did she get out of the truck?
Nope.
Stayed in the truck?
They had to go right away. They wouldn't.
They were parked out there for about 5 minutes because I was talking to them.
I know, but when you started to ask them, they.
Yeah, I said, well, you want to come up on the porch and,
Hang out.
Yeah, like.
And thank you for the invitation, by the way, to come up on your porch. It's very kind.
Because I wanted to hear how the fishing trip went and everything. That's when I found out that they went swimming instead of fishing.
Okay. She told you they went swimming.
Yep.
And where'd she tell you they went?
Stable.
At the Warriors Path at the stables.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm going to tell you, it's all lies, right? It's all lies. And yes, today is allegedly Laura's birthday. It's allegedly Laura's birthday. Happy birthday to Laura, right? Happy birthday to Laura. I hope she's having a beautiful birthday. Absolutely. I think Laura's another one that knows a lot about June 15th, 2021. I think she's another one that could, possibly help this case be solved if she would, and I hope at some point they do. I hope at some point somebody grows a conscience and lets this case be solved. This little girl needs to be found. This little girl truly needs to be laid to rest properly. She needs to be laid to rest properly. The way, the way everyone in this world would wish to be laid to rest, right? Everybody wants, if something happens to them, everybody wants to be laid to rest properly so they can rest in peace, so that their family can rest in peace as well. And, all the people who love them and surround them can rest in peace also. Everybody needs to get closure. It ain't only the person being put in the ground, right, that is resting in peace. The whole family, all their friends, they're resting in peace too, because they know where their loved one is. They can go there, put flowers, they can talk to them, right? They know. It's when you don't know, right? It's when you don't know. Nobody's resting. Nobody, Summer's brothers ain't resting because they don't know where their sister is. They don't know what happened to her. These boys need to be able to rest as well, but they're not going to rest in peace until their sister is resting in peace. And her sister ain't going to be resting in peace until one of these people surrounding the case grows a conscience and comes forth and tells the truth. Right? They need to tell the truth for Summer's sake, for her brother's sake. The truth shall set you free. It shall set you free. Hunter had nothing to fear. Even if Candace had him do something sinister to this child, he had nothing to fear. They wouldn't have charged him. They would have charged Candace. He was 15 years old. He felt threatened by her and Grandis. They got this 15-year-old child out there. He felt threatened. He felt that, that if he felt that, they're going to do it anyway. And if they're going to do it anyway, they might take him with them, right? They may take him out as well. So he felt threatened by these two old people that he had to depend on getting him home, right? So he's forced to pretty much do what they wanted him to do. If that was the scenario, he was forced to do something that he didn't want to do, but was scared not to do. And therefore they would have been charged, not him. Not him. He could have gotten immunity. He could have gotten completely out of this by just coming forth and telling the truth. He shouldn't have been scared to tell the truth if they truly had him do something horrible to this child. And I'm starting to believe something horrible was done, because she's soaking wet on a pillow laying against the door. They're lying about dressing her after swimming. They didn't dress her. She had to have been dressed somewhere between Priceless and Hunter's house. And why would they do that? Why would they pick a secluded place to pull over to dry her up and put her on those milk jugs? Because something wasn't right. She couldn't have been with us. She couldn't have been with us if they're pulling into an excluded area to freaking dry her up and dress her. They didn't want to be seen. They didn't want to be seen doing it on video anywhere. That's why they put her against that door and hunt her in the middle, because they were going through places that had surveillance and they wanted her by the door, not, anywhere in the middle where she could be, a good view on her. I'm going to tell you, it sounds to me like Summer didn't ever get out of the vehicle. It sounds like the vehicle went up onto 110 Ben Hill Road, dropped Grandma off, came back off the hill, went down to Fred Hills. And that's where Chad came in that day. That's where God put Chad between 3:30 and 4 o'clock to see Candace. And he saw her at Fred Hill's house. And the only people that had just left out of there was Fred and Laura. And Summer was no longer in the back seat. Candace wouldn't have had time to put her anywhere else. Candace just wouldn't have had time. There would have been no time for it. Do I believe what Cotton's saying? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do now, because I believe what Cotton's saying due to the fact that we just caught Hunter up in a lot of lies. We caught Allie up in lies. We definitely caught Fred Hill up in a ton of lies, right? There had to have been a reason that they wanted Summer taken out of this world. Now, what that reason was, I don't know. I know Don Wells was, at work protecting his ass. He was at work protecting his ass because he knew it was all going down. And he already had a co-worker he fired to blame it on. So Don Wells, was already protecting his ass and finding someone to blame it on. And I'm telling you, this story just told itself. That's why if you don't want the truth to come out, keep your mouth shut. Plead the fifth. If you do something, by God, you better do it between you and the Lord. And pray that no one else ever knows. Because and you better keep your mouth shut. I'm going to tell you, when you talk, you're going to tell. You do something that sinister, you better go mute. You better go mute. No, I'm not speaking without my attorney. And I'm not going to speak then. My attorney has the right to speak for me. And I'm fine with whatever he has to say. Because I ain't talking at all. Right? You better be like, I didn't do anything. I ain't speaking at all. If you're in a situation like these folks are, keep your mouth shut. But they don't know how to keep their mouth shut. And they pretty much gave out all the truth that day and didn't even damn know it. Right? That's why we keep listening to them. That's why we kept listening and kept listening and kept listening. Because we have a need to know. And now we know. Now we know. Hey, I appreciate that. Australia, I appreciate super sticker. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, girl, I appreciate it. I really do. Summer's channel could certainly use it. God bless. God bless. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. When you carry a sick secret, it affects your health too. Yes, it does. I'm going to tell you something. Um, you know, when you do really super, I mean, it's my opinion. It's my opinion that Summer was no longer with us on those milk jugs. It's really my opinion now. After hearing, after hearing what I've heard, it's really my opinion. I didn't catch on. I did not catch. I listened to this video. I listened to this video numerous times, and I did not ever catch on until tonight when I was putting everything together. I didn't ever catch on to that part. The part I was looking for was him talking about, I remembered him saying the part about, he took note that Summer's hair had been cut. And with the picture of him behind her and her head being, as slick as an apple, I knew that was a lie. And I was wanting, that's what I was seeking to do tonight, was to show you guys that, call out the lie that he had told. But as I was putting everything together, I took note. What? He said she's wet on a pillow? But at the other part, he says, they get this new outfit after she swimmed. But then you say she's wet on the pillow by the door. Showing us that, she hadn't been dried and redressed when y'all headed to Priceless. She still hadn't been, put into these clothing. I thought, wow, wait a minute. You guys got her propped against this door, soaking wet on a pillow, and been lying your asses off about redressing her at the swimming hole. Right? So I decided I'm going to listen to this in more detail. That's why I was really late coming in tonight, because I wanted to listen to it even more in greater detail. And that's when I heard he talking about he doesn't know what she's wearing, but maybe a purple shirt, shorts. They put her in a bathing suit. I said, wait a minute. You didn't even go, you wasn't planning to go no fishing. You all plan on going, because you put her in this bathing suit before Grandis ever called. It wasn't because of Grandis calling. And the more I listen, the more I'm finding different lies. I'm like, oh my gosh, this kid is doing nothing but one lie after the damn other. And then, contradicting himself. I don't know who the hell schooled him, but it must have been a moron. It must have been a moron that schooled him. If he could even be schooled, I don't even know. I don't think so. The best thing they could have done is told this kid to keep his mouth shut. The best thing Allie could have done is said, look, you ain't talking to my son. You talk to his lawyer. No, you're not talking. The best thing they could have did is kept this boy's mouth shut. If you ask me. Because, what did we find out of Hunter tonight? We found out that no, they wasn't ever going to go fishing. They wasn't ever going to do no damn fishing. We found out they had a whole lot of boxes, right? They had a whole lot of boxes in the car. Well, and you know about the box. We found out that, you know, the plan was to go swimming the whole time because Candace already had the baby getting into a swimsuit before Grandma ever called. So it wasn't because of Grandma they didn't go fishing, because they always planned to go swimming. What else did we figure out tonight? I'll tell you what we figured out. That they didn't redress this baby. They didn't dry her up and redress her after swimming because she gets cold. They had her dripping wet hiding against a door, against the door on a pillow so she wouldn't be seen on video. They stopped at Priceless. He didn't see no groceries. All he saw was some milk because that's all they went in there for. That's all they went in there for. They couldn't go in there and get bags of ice. That would have been suspicious. They said, what do you get that's large and super cold? Some milk, some jugs of milk, right? Yeah. You know what? We learned a whole lot tonight that we did not know. A whole lot. And these are the things that we have to keep looking for. These are the things we have to keep, digging for. We've got to figure out exactly what happened to Summer. Now, in my opinion, we already know where she met her demise. I think we already know who she was handed off to. I think we already know a whole lot about this case. That's my opinion. Now what we need to find out is where could Summer possibly be? Where could she possibly be? Where could they have put her? Where could they have, just completely disposed of her? How could they have gotten rid of her? Where is the places? Where is the places that they might feel safe putting a child in that area? That's what we've got to go for next. Hey, Cockatoo, I appreciate that. Super sticker. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, I appreciate the support for Summer's channel, girl. We could definitely use it. God bless. Yeah, I think we're pretty much getting the truth now. I think we're pretty much getting the truth now, you guys. It's took a lot. It's took a lot of time. It's took a lot of effort. It's took a lot. It's took a whole lot. I went through about 2 hours of video this evening. About 2 hours worth of video. Not including some video I went through earlier today. But, I did 2 hours worth. And then after going through all of this video, I had to take this and put it all into content in order to bring it to you. My findings. So, when people say PG isn't working for, for this, this baby, for this missing child, when people say that I'm not diligently working for Summer, or say PG doesn't care about Summer, well, I'm going to tell you what. They need to shut their stinky pie hole. They need to shut their smelly pie hole, because I'm going to tell you what. they're a liar and a biddy and their breath smells, you know what. And they need to shut the freak up. Because I'm going to tell you the one that isn't working for Summer or any of these missing kids. It's the ones running their face off trying to act like somebody else isn't when they are. When uneducated human beings talk, they tell me a lot more about themselves than they'll ever tell me about myself or anyone else. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. So I'm going to tell you, when people talk to you, remember you're learning a lot more about them than you are about anyone else. Because everyone always are coming from their own perspective. They don't know another person's perspective because they don't walk in that person's shoes. They only know their own. Right? And they don't take time to get to know anyone else's perspective because they're too selfish, self-seeking, and self-centered to get to know anyone else or take the time to get to know anyone else. You know, I put the effort in to getting to know people. I like getting to know people. I learn a lot by getting to know people. I think she, as investigator, was looking toward the facts to see how they might implicate the parents and anyone else. In my opinion, from watching all the interviews, this was a good review, PG. I think, you know, I think it takes a village to raise a child. I think it takes a whole world to find one when it goes missing. I think it takes the whole world to figure out what happened to it. I think, you know, what I'm saying is when you got a lot of different people listening, you know, Chris is going to catch things I don't. I'm going to catch things that he don't. And somebody else is going to catch things that me and Chris both didn't catch. Right? It's just how it is. It just, you know, it's just how it is. And that's why it takes so many people working together for a child. Is it true Hunter posted on his Facebook that Candace put Summer in a well? I cannot verify that one way or another. I do not know. I do not know. I will not say things that I do not know. And I don't know. I haven't ever heard of that. I haven't, you know, I haven't seen or heard that before. And I watch Hunter's Facebook pretty close. I watched his Facebook pretty close. And I do know that he had a breakdown. I know he had a breakdown on his Facebook and was really having some mental distressing issues with talking about, what am I supposed to do? Just live with this? I'm supposed to live with it the rest of my life and not tell nobody? You know, kind of breakdown. I've even got footage of it. You know, full proof that it happened. And I have full proof that I checked to make sure him and his girl was doing just fine, and they was. You know, there wasn't no dispute between him and his girl at the time. So what else could he have been talking about? Well, in my opinion, it was Summer. It was Summer and what went down at that swimming hole. To be honest, you know, he was really, you know, at that time, he obviously had a conscience. He was obviously having some real nightmares and issues and and you know, and the conscience was getting to him. Don told his dad the same thing. Remember? Yeah, he told his dad some that he felt that Candace put her into a cistern. I think some kind of cistern. I don't know. I don't know. That's that's what Mary said, and I guess TBI talked to the dad and confirmed that that's what the dad told that Don Wells said. But Don Wells, of course, Don Wells is going to, of course, he is going to try to look like the good person in his dad's eyes, right? He's going to try to look like the good one in Daddy's eyeballs, and make Candace look, possibly like, well, hell, Don Wells made her carry it all out, right? In my opinion, Don Wells made Candace carry the whole thing out. I mean, I don't think he made her. I think he had a willing participant there, right? And he didn't make her do nothing she didn't want to do. But none of us do anything we don't want to do now, do we? Right, at peace in a pond. I believe Allie and Leslie know the truth and didn't tell Allie, and karma got them through illness. I don't think no illness got them. I don't think no illness got those two ladies. I hate to say it, but when Leslie got took out of this world, when Hunter was living with her, and when he was going through that breakdown of what am I supposed to do? Just keep this to myself. I'm supposed to live with it. I'm not supposed to ever tell nobody. Breakdown. And she just happened to be took out of the world. Maybe she knew was going to go to law enforcement. And, it's funny how she ended up going out of this world basically just like Allie. And it's also weird that, she met up with the crematory, right? And Allie met up with the crematory as well. So there's no exhuming that and reanalyzing it, right? There ain't no reassuming any of that to reanalyze. And it's funny that Hunter just got returned to mommy, right? When she met her demise, practically the same way Leslie did. So, I don't know. You tell me. It all seems pretty fucking suspicious to me, if you ask me. Because why would H walk in the woods, trails by himself? I don't know. I'm not following that statement. I'm sorry. I'm not following that statement. Could you elaborate on that, please? GJ, Tanya, could you elaborate? What do you mean? H walking in the woods, trail by himself. I'm not following that one. Are you talking about when he ran off? He got out of the vehicle at the swimming hole and ran off to probably relieve himself or maybe suck down that twisted tea. He didn't want, he probably didn't want Candace saying, give me a swig and it all get gone. I don't know. I don't know why he would run off there for a minute. Maybe he ran off. Thinking about walking home. Walking home because, because he really didn't want to get involved in what they was wanting to get involved with. I don't know. I have no clue why he ran on out there. When Candace said Hunter walked back there, yeah, yeah. I think that might have been, I think he might have had to go to the restroom here, or like I said, he might have wanted to, run off and drink up that twisted tea. You know what I'm saying is look at Candace. Look at Candace. If she asked you for a drink of something, half of it's going to be gone, right? Half of it's going to be gone. You ain't going to, if you don't want to share, you might have to run off. She's a big fucking girl. I'm sure she probably could suck down a whole freaking 2 liter in one swig. I don't know. She's a big girl. We don't know if that even true. That's just what Candace said. That's true. We're listening to a pack of liars, right? We're listening to a pack of damn liars. Like I said, we learned that there was no fishing tonight. We learned that Hunter lied about knowing that about Summer's hair being shaved as slick as an apple. We learned that Summer was on the back seat soaking wet and did not get dressed at Warriors, at the horse pond, Warriors. So, we learned a whole lot tonight that we didn't know before. We're learning new things. That basically is adding up to Summer wasn't with us on the milk jugs. That's what it's all adding up to, you guys. It equals what we learned tonight equals Summer pretty much was not with us on the milk jugs, in my opinion. So, it is what it is. Justice for Summer. Amen. Is there any more questions? Any more questions? If you guys have any more questions, I'm gonna take them right now, and then PG's got to get out of here. I got to get out of here. Tomorrow's only Thursday, you guys. We're coming into Thursday. If we was coming into Friday, happy dance. But we're coming into Thursday. That means, 2 more days, and PG's got to get some sleep. I'm going to find a video where Hunter recorded said they was phone down there. Okay. Hey, I appreciate that. I would really love to see that. I believe it was his old Facebook. Hey, I definitely hope you find that. That would be very interesting. It could be some help. Do you know Granda's niece died June 15, 2023? No, her niece was absolutely not. No, her niece was alive. Matter of fact, the Day got the niece. The Day got the niece arrested right out of a hospital, right? Trying to say it was Rose. Caused that poor girl all kinds of hell. What is your opinion about Dawn being at work the whole day and leaving to go to lunch? I'm going to tell you something. My opinion is Dawn Wells is a yellow-bellied coward. That's my opinion. He's a yellow-bellied coward that ran off and hid because he knew exactly what was coming down on June 15, 2021. My opinion is he started driving the red vehicle, the other vehicle, because it has Starlink. He fired up his coworker. the same day he drove the vehicle, and he started driving it the day before because he thought that wouldn't look suspicious. Well, sorry, but it looks suspicious as hell. You start driving a different vehicle all of a sudden, fire your coworker, and the next day you're driving the vehicle because it has Starlink, and you think that that tracking device is going to tell, put the car and your phone at the same place, and you fire your coworker to blame everything on. Sounds to me like it's mighty damn suspicious. All you were doing is trying to save your cowardly backside because you knew exactly what was going to be going down where your poor little missing daughter was concerned. What happened to the TV in the back of Grandis's alleged TV in the back of Grandis's truck? Hell, I don't know. I wasn't in the back of that truck. I heard she didn't have a TV. I heard she had TVs. It's funny that they found a TV, one of the TVs, over there at Andy's up in the loft, right? That was really freaking weird. And a box. That, a box that Ryan didn't bother to look in. Oh, and you know what else? Did you guys know that Ryan's dad supposedly worked with the Bernard? So Ryan knew Andy Bernard long before Andy let him up on that hill, to my understandings. I just wanted to put that out there. Yeah, they worked at some company with his dad. So I always thought that guy came out of fucking nowhere. And I found it awful suspicious that, law enforcement couldn't even get on that radiated poo-poo hill. And he was able to get up there videoing, come on, and he sees a crime scene. Up in a damn loft of a shed, a hidden fucking loft up in there with a TV set, 2 grills, one to keep somebody warm, the other one to be cooking on, and all kinds of canisters, knowing somebody's up there, camping out. And then there's a box that, and there's a box story that goes with it, and he still doesn't look into that or call TBI or law enforcement or the feds. He don't do anything. He doesn't do anything with all of this, data up there that could possibly help a missing child's case, but he doesn't do nothing. That's I ain't gonna waste my time with somebody like that. I'm not wasting my freaking time with somebody that, that guy is I could tell you what he is, but I'm gonna save that for another day. Y'all. But yeah, you'd be surprised what you can learn with, what you can learn when you go around these folks in Tennessee. Right? When you go around, you seek and you shall find. Much love, beautiful mods, and all in here. Yeah. So, anyway, we're going to stay on it, you guys. We're going to stay on it. We're going to try to do all we can to get it solved, to get, to get law enforcement to open their eyes up to these, to what we're seeing. We're going to try to get law enforcement to open their eyes to what we're seeing. Hopefully, hopefully law enforcement at some point calls Hunter in and wants a lie detector's test. Hopefully at some point they asked him to take a lie detector's test where Summer's case is concerned about June 15, 2021. Hopefully, they get back on her case and start interrogating some of these people to find the truth for this little girl. You know, what I'm saying is, you know, we're all just passing through. We're all just passing through this life, you guys. You know, you're born into this world to go out of this world at some point. And while you're here, you're just here to prove to God that you're worthy to live forever with him and his son, Jesus Christ. That's what you're doing. You know, you're just passing through. And on your way through this life, you know, God gives you all these good things. He gives you all these good things to use while you're here. And when you're gone, what hasn't got destroyed will be passed on to someone else so they can get use out of them too. And you know, the point I'm trying to make is you sure better hope. You better sure hope that while you was passing through, you knew the true meaning of passing through. It ain't so you can have all this materialistic stuff. Money don't mean nothing. Materialistic items don't mean nothing. Houses, cars, furniture, clothes, they don't mean nothing. None of that means nothing. I'm going to tell you what means something. It's shunning Hades and gaining heaven. You had your chance. You should have took it. If you do not end up in heaven, it's nobody's fault but your own. Blame nobody but yourself. Nobody made you do anything that you were not willing to do. You shouldn't have been willing to do evil to get yourself put someplace else. God gave you your own life and control over that own life. God gave you something that no one can take away, and that is called the choices you make. No one can make choices for you. You make your choices. Let it be good or bad. You made it. Now you might want to say, no, you know, some people get forced. Nobody gets forced into nothing. Nobody's forced into anything. Once you become an adult, no one forces you. That's why when you're a child, you're not held responsible. You are not held responsible. Because people, when you're a child, people can. You don't have a choice when you're a child. You don't have a voice. You are voiceless as a child. And people do rule it over you. But when you become an adult, you're not a child anymore. And those choices are yours to make. And you can blame no one for them choices but yourself. Don't blame your mama. Don't blame your daddy, your brothers, sisters, your husband, your aunts, uncles, or your friends. Blame yourself. You could have said no. You could have stayed home. You could have minded your own business. You could have went to a church and you could have prayed to God, but you chose to do different. You blame no one but yourself. And I'm going to tell you, when people do something as sinister as taking a 5-year-old child out of this world, well, you will pay. You will pay. You can hide it from the people, but you did not hide it from God Almighty. You didn't hide it from him. And by God, you will answer to him. You will answer to him for everything you have done. On this earth, it tells you to confess your sins. Confess your sins. And you must confess those sins to become sinless. Well, these people that did this sinister thing, they need to confess their sins. They need to cleanse themselves here on this earth before they end up in a place where they will not ever have a chance to cleanse themselves from. And that is called Hades. And it is forever, believe it or not. It is a place you don't want to go. And when you are living life in the fast lane and you are living it on the edge, you are not guaranteed another second on this earth. People go down every day. I don't care if you're just 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. Let me tell you, a lot more of them's going out of this world than people 70 and 80. It's best to speak up. It's best to do what's righteous in this life. And you know, I'm not just talking to Hunter. I'm not just talking to the Wells. I'm not just talking to, you know, these evil, sinister people around this case. I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody out here. Everyone. Everyone might not need to hear this tonight, but someone might. Someone might. If you do not have your house in order, get it in order. If you have not confessed your sins, find yourself a preacher and do so. And get yourself saved through Jesus Christ. Today is the day. Today is the day. Come as you are. Come as you are. And find the Lord. Get Jesus Christ into your life. And start living on the right, just path. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to sure wish you did. If you meet your Maker. You're going to sure wish you did. Get your house in order. I always tell all of the people here, please, stay on the righteous path. Stay on the heels of Jesus Christ. Follow the light. And become the light. Become the light. Be a beacon in this world. Be a beacon. Shine your light and let other people want to have the same light you do. People say, oh, these people might pull me into the darkness. No. When you're a real child of God, no one can pull you into the dark. You need to reach down and pull them into the light. You need to put your suit of armor on and pull them into the light. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Do righteous, you guys. Show people that you care. Tell people, you know, don't think that people just know you love them. Tell them you love them. Take the time to say, hey, I love you. I care about you. I want you to know that. Start spreading the love. Because I'm going to tell you something. God is watching you. He's watching you. Whether you know it or not, he's watching you. You better start spreading the love and you better start spreading light. Because this hatred is all going to perish. And you know where it's going to perish to? A lake of fire and brimstone. And you ain't going to like it if you're one of the people who ended up there. You're going to say, I wish I would have listened to that, PG. Too late now. Don't let it be too late. Open your ears up tonight. Listen. If you ain't been to church, get to one. Get to one. I'm going to say good night to everybody. God bless. Much love. Keep those prayers going up. Keep them going up for little Summer Moon Utah Wells. From our lips to God's ears. And know that God loves us. And at some point, he's going to give us all the answers. Especially to where Summer is so she can be found, brought home, and justice served. Keep them prayers going up. Have faith. Know God's going to answer. And pray for one another. There's so many people in here, they need prayer. Be the one praying for them. Because I'm going to tell you, they're praying for you. I know I am. So keep the prayers going up. Let God know that your body, your soul, your mind is full of love, not hatred. There's no place in this world for any hatred right now. We're out here to do a job And that's to help these missing children be found, brought home, and justice served. So join hands and let's get it done. Good night, everybody. God bless and much love.